We have mentioned before on how we started this business and how we got to where we are right now. It was a long and stressful process, but we are three of us and we had each other's support. And perhaps the hardest part for us was learning the software and how to operate the equipment. Then learning the types of materials we needed and tools to make things happen. But what if it was just me when I started and had no one but my family to morally support me? I can only imagine how hard that will be. Well, today you will hear the story of Lalo, a guy who worked two jobs, had a family to attend to, and somehow find the time to learn all this. And here is his story. Most entrepreneurs have a story, and most are motivated by an experience, whether it was good or bad. But Lalo was motivated because he told us that he liked the fact that we work from home and get to spend time with our family while working, and also wanted the same for him. Eventually, he visualized that dream and saved money to buy his equipment. But just like most of us, he struggled for a while to learn. Next, most of what you will see will be translated since this episode was streamed in our Spanish version of RDI in YouTube, Sticker Aficionado. But before we move on, I invite you guys to give us a like if you like this video and also turn on your bell notification so next time you know whenever we upload a new episode. We really appreciate it. Thank you. After we arrived to his house, we were surprised of all the equipment he had bought to get started on his business. And he already done some projects. For what I understand, he started with sublimation, doing coffee mugs and stuff like that. He also bought a Cricut Joy, which he showed us how it works. The card indicates where you're gonna place this. You just grab it and put it like this. You just find the spot and then place it. Ah, okay, you just place it there. But what is that shiny part in between the card? Yeah, it's the cutting mat. It shows you how to place it right here. It already has adhesive.
Oh, lo pegas, okay.
Now we place it here and we make sure that we put some pressure because the adhesive is worn out. We have already used it. Now we go to the Cricut Joy app and find a design.
Y vamos a buscar un diseño.
Yeah, let's use this Christmas design.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do Santa Claus.
Okay. Vale, ponemos Santa Claus.
Then we click Start. Then we choose the card size.
De la tarjeta.
We click Next.
Y todo eso.
So you do all of that in the same app, right? Yeah, on the same app. But you gotta have Wi-Fi, right? Right. And it has a Bluetooth, and you just pick the one that says Cricut Joy 81A4. You can also click Cancel.
Entonces ahí ya está. Conectado.
It says Connecting to Cricut Joy. We pull it inside. Now it's indicating we need to place a marker. Now it indicates that the marker has been placed. Then we click Go. Okay, so first it draws the image, then cuts it. Yeah, and here it shows you how the process is going. Oh, okay.
¿Ya sí lo lleva?
And how much do you pay for it? $190. Well, $190 for everything. It came with the markers, but they had to be special markers, but they can fit on any Cricut Joy.
Con cualquier Cricut.
Look, the phone is off and it's still working. But if they call you, will it go off? No, it will not affect the project. Okay, now it's indicating that it's done and we need to get the marker out. And now it's telling us to switch to the blade.
Okay. Ahora ponemos la navaja.
Now that we place the blade, Then we click on play or go.
Y ya va a empezar a cortar.
Our friend told us that the only inconvenience with Cricut Joy is that if the cutting mat moves or the adhesive is worn out, it might mess up the whole project. And I guess that is a good way to start and learn on this type of process. But to be honest, that is not a good way to invest your money if you really want to do business like t-shirts or car decals. He also showed us other cool stuff that you can make with your Cricut Joy, like really small customized stickers that he has done in the past. But then we asked him if he can show us his cutting plotter, and we were really excited. Okay, you plug it from this side, and this Titan is the first version. Then we plug it here and we already have an image here ready to cut. Oh, and Vinyl Master is the software you need for the Titan, right? Yeah, right. I have been practicing for 15 days and maybe an hour and a half. Oh, wow. Now we place the blade where we want to start, but I had this problem because English is my barrier and the instructions came in English, so I was misinformed. I did not know that with this type of machines that you need to place the little wheels that you see here with the white lines. I did not know that, and now I know, but now when you start you don't know that. Oh, okay, like the graphic, that's how it works. My error was that I moved all the wheels to the side, out of the white lines. Yeah, out of the white lines. Now we place our vinyl. Then, after we place it, we secure it like this. And then we move the blade to where we want to start. Then we're going to click enter. And after we click enter, it will lock. It will not move anymore.
Ya no se mueve.
Then we proceed to cut and we do cut force 50 and speed 450. Then we click OK. This is way faster than our Cameo 4. And that's what is showing right there. That's the process. Yeah, that's the process.
Okay.
It looks like you cut through the paper. Maybe you need to play with your settings and lower the cut force. Yeah, we'll see. After that, we asked him if he could do another design, but maybe smaller and play with the settings to lower the cut force, and we will see how it comes out. When it was time to weed out, we realized the settings were still bad because it was the complete opposite of the first design. It was hard to weed out, but we asked our friend to check out for YouTube tutorials or maybe find out the perfect settings for this type of material since we didn't know much about the software and the machine. Then we started working on the project that he really needed help with, which was making caps with HTV vinyl. I was having a discussion here with my friend, and he was telling me that it took him a few months to learn all this. And it was 2 years, not a few months, 2 years. Well, yeah, really, it was 24 months then. It was really hard. The problem with most of us that are learning is that we get the machine first out and then learn the instructions. That's the problem. If you don't know what you're doing, don't just buy the machine and try to learn by yourself. There's plenty of information out there that you can get, and that was my problem to begin with. Get information first. If you really want to start your business, get a lot of information first. Don't just buy it because you think there's gonna be a lot of money to make there.
Nos tenemos que aventar.
Yeah, that is something we've been telling our audience a lot. Before you buy your machine, get a lot of information and make sure you're gonna find tutorials and instructions on how to use your equipment. And also check out the ratings.
Ratings de la plotter.
For example, the software. That's one thing that I struggle a lot. And I never went to school for computer. I had to learn how to use the computer too. For example, this heat press has been laying around for 9 months. So if you really want to start your business, Don't make the same mistake I made because I would leave this stuff laying around for long and you struggle and come back. And the worst thing is that you're gonna work for somebody else's dream instead of working for yours.
Trabajar para ti. Exacto.
Or what was the phrase that you said, Saul? That if you don't learn how to work for yourself, you're gonna work for somebody else's dream. The truth is, there's a lot of money to be invested, and if you're not sure, then you better not do it. It's best if you save that money and don't just buy the equipment. But do you think all of this is worth it? I mean, is it worth your time to do all of this? Yeah, sure, it is worth it. But there's three things that I like from it. One is that you get to work from home. You don't have to go out because I work in concrete and I gotta work outside. I have smashed my finger and I still have a sun mark.
Es la verdad, trabajas afuera.
Now, working from home and making customers is great, but you must understand one thing. Just because you're good at doing what you do does not guarantee that you're going to be successful. What's going to guarantee success in your business is how much you're willing to learn, how you talk to your customers, and how far you're willing to go. But the main thing is to never give up. Never give up because I am 37 and by 40 I want to work for myself. That's my goal.
Esa es mi meta. Y lo vas a
I'm
lograr.
sure you're going to succeed. It took us a lot of time too. Once you learn how to use this and your software, you're all set.
Con eso ya vas a lanzar.
Little did I know that I was right when I made that comment, but that's later on. But before we move on, let me remind you guys to please give us a like if you're liking this video and hit the notification bell so you get notifications for our next upload. So let's continue. A little advice is we were discussing behind the camera is that the mistake that we make when we start is buying material that you don't really need. Look, I knew better before buying all of this. I should have asked you guys. After a while, the designs were ready to be weed out, and this time they came out perfect for being small designs. Then he started cut pressing his logos. Then we taught him how to use the machine and the right temperature for this type of process. A few months passed and he needed help with a new project, and this time it was a big one, but this time he came to our house. He got a little shaky when applying the transfer to the sticker, but after a little bit, I think he got it, how it works. We told him that it was necessary to clean the surface first, because if not, the sticker might come off, and you don't want that, especially when it's your first customer. But since it was a big decal, we took over and kind of showed them how it's done and apply. Of course, you're gonna need extra hands for these big projects. It is impossible to do it by yourself if you are starting on this type of business. But we kind of went through all the tools and the stuff that he will need to make this type of process. And first, we're gonna add the outline, and of course, we're gonna cut through the paper with the cutting knife. Of course, he knew that too. We were surprised that he picked up this project because even for us, this will be a very hard project when we were starting because it is a big solid and you cannot divide it into pieces. After the most difficult area was applied, we let him take over. Just go with the squishy down like this and try to get all the air to the side. Like this? Yeah, like that. Just do it despacito, like the song. You know, Luis Fonsi? Yeah, I never heard of it. Just kidding, I've been sarcastic. Of course I have. Just grab him from the sides. Yeah, like this. Here it comes. Just hold it. Make sure it doesn't fall. After that, we're gonna add some rapid tag. It reminds me of my graffiti days, haha. Does the contour have to be outside the design or inside? No, inside. Oh, okay, make sure it fits perfect before we squeegee. Don't use the sponge side, use the plastic side, not the black one. Yeah, the plastic side, the other side. Oh, yes, that side. Always squeegee down first, don't ever let go. But this one is it's not that big. Ah, okay. Now we can remove the tape and the magnets. Always check out the surface because the paint might come off with this transfer. It's too aggressive. But you can always use water or rapid tag. It'll be less aggressive. So the hotter it is, the easier it sticks. Yeah. I guarantee you guys that I'll be somewhere else next year, maybe the beach, and you probably will too. Yeah, maybe. Hey, I'm being serious.
Bueno, Lalo, ¿qué opinas de
Well, what do you think of your first experience?
La verdad me dio miedo.
Well, to be honest, I was a little scared, and it took me a month to seal this job. It was a long time.
Si le soy honesto,
I will be completely honest. If you are still working or have a job, that will stop you from becoming self employed.
este es mi part-time.
For now, this is just a part time, but I'll be fully self employed soon. When I'm start making more money, I will invest so I can grow more and become financially independent.
Y
And just not be afraid anymore.
si yo conseguí este proyecto,
If I manage to get this project without any experience, I'm hoping to get more projects like sublimation, caps, and other projects. And if I can do it, you can do it too. That's all I can say.
así es, amigos, ya escucharon de nuestro amigo
Yeah,
Lalo.
you heard from him, and this is not his first rodeo. He's done something before. Yeah, it wasn't that good. That's the worst.
Y sí, con la práctica ahorita
And
ya
yeah, with practice, you can do anything. And we managed to help him with his first project. But like he says, do not be afraid. Go for it. Everyone's afraid.
Eso sí. Yeah. Sin miedo al éxito, dijo aquel.
That's right. Don't be afraid of success, like you say. Haha. And this is how we conclude this episode. And we told our friend that he needs to work a little bit more on vectorizing his images. But for being his first project, I think he did pretty well. And I'm pretty sure he was very happy with the result. But like our friend said, if you're not sure what you're buying, do not invest that money because you might be throwing it away. So if you really want to start your business and take it seriously, make sure you get a lot of information first. We understand that we all learn and start somehow. But this video is exactly for that. So you can maybe learn and avoid making these mistakes. Our policy is if you want to make money, you must invest money. That is all we can say. Thank you guys again for sticking around, and give us a like if you like this video and subscribe if you're new to this channel. We also want to thank our friend Lalo for giving us the opportunity to help him with his first project. We wish him the best on his business. Thank you, and I will see you guys again on the next episode. Thank you.